Wednesday. Edition of a look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. The forwards for him will be Brooks and Smith. Thompson is out there with Green, and it's Şengün in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for Toronto, Brown is in the shooting guard spot with Barrett at small forward. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Barnes, and it's quickly in a point. Here we are early in the NBA season, and teams focus on situational awareness. Doris, what have you noticed so far this season?
Yeah, Kev, these situations are really all about execution, right? Are players poised in late clock situations? First of all, do they recognize where the shot clock is? Can they adeptly and quickly read defenses? So those are some of the things I'm watching for.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. The kick out to Brown. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Şengün. Here's Thompson, and there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's Barnes. He had 15 points last outing. Pass to quickly. Back to Barnes. It's stolen by Smith. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Smith surveying the D. Hits the three-point bomb.
And every team wants long guys who can also make threes. Smith checks both boxes.
And the Toronto Raptors taking Scotty Barnes, Doris, 4th overall in the 2021 draft. What a great pick.
And Kev, that was a bit of a surprise if you remember back to that date. Most had Barnes going later in the draft. He's been a terrific acquisition. Won the Rookie of the Year, was an All-Star in year 3, and they're going to build their organization around him.
Now here's Green. And Green slams it in.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
2 turnovers already in just the first few minutes. Clearly a bit careless. They need him to refocus.
Here's Green. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Smith's shot is good.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The kick out to Barnes. The offensive rebound, Olynyk. And at last, they get one to fall.
You know this, Olynyk has a terrific motor. He's always been a high-energy guy who makes things happen.
Brooks with a screen on Barrett. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now, here's quickly. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. Number 1, the Raptors.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
On offense, here are the Rockets. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Brooks with a screen on Barrett. Green passes to Brooks. Driving inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. Had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks. Now, here's Green. Clock is at 3. The layup missed. Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of the season.
And Şengün throws it down.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Competitive, selfless, and a high basketball IQ. Şengün with the traits every coach loves. Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And it's the Rockets with the ball after the Raptors pick up 2. And Smith with the stuff.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Here's Quickly. And he banks in the layup. Quickly's got his second basket of the night.
That's a conversion inside by Emmanuel Quickly. Just a quick opportunity finish.
And Thompson kicks to Smith. Plays it up and banks it in. Smith's got 10 points in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive
domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Rockets lead by 11. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel Quickly out there with Brown. And it's Olynyk in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter.
That's his second.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Olynyk finds Barnes. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barnes has got his second basket.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
Green in the post. Quickly covering. Şengün with the screen for Brooks. Back to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
To the inside, and Green slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Wow, the ease with which he got up off his feet. Go ahead, Bruce Brown.
Brooks, and the powerful one-handed slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Nobody near Barnes. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Rockets leading by 14. And some nice passing there by Houston. Şengün with the screen for Green. Pass to Smith. Back to Green. In the corner, Smith with it. Here's Thompson. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And the Rockets lead by 16. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Thompson finds Şengün. Thompson surveying the floor. And it's good for two. Thompson's got 6 points.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Barrett inside the three-point line. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, they've got into a nice flow this quarter.
Pass to Olynyk. Takes a three. The Rockets pull it in. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
And it's Barnes snapping it down.
Opportunistic play by Scotty Barnes, recognizing his teammate makes a defensive play. Let me get out in transition.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And here is Green. 8 points for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
We've seen some great scorers come into the league, but Green looks elite. Both the physical gifts and that fearless approach.
Both free throws good from Green.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And the call will be against Emmanuel quickly. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Thompson. Buries it down low. He's got 8.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Quickly against Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. A reserve through his first 3.5 seasons. Quickly now stepping indoors to a starting role.
You know, Kevin, you go from instant offense role off the bench to now being a lead guard. The responsibility takes an extraordinary step up. But this guy is clearly ready. Quickly wanted to be a starter in this league.
On the wing, Thompson. 29 seconds left in the first half of the game. Şengün with a wide open look. Offline with his 3. Raptors trail by 14. And the rejection by Smith.
A relentless defender, Smith, proving how disruptive he can be on that end.
And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. And Smith with the stop.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Brown. And so it's the Houston Rockets in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome. I'm guessing my buddy over here loving it. They were forcing the ball into the paint with excellent results.
Taking a closer look at the... Thanks for joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing, guys, a tremendous... This game from Jabari Smith.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Cam Whitmore. Green is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Landale in at the 5, roaming the paint. Raptors trail by 16. Now Mitchell. Pass to Boucher. No good with the triple. Eason with it. Here's Holiday. A three-pointer, no good. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Boucher. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Boucher the screen. Jake with it. 6 on the shot clock. Dives to the hoop. Abaji the pass to Purdy. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Here's Dick, guarded by Holiday. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Abaji can't get it to go.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Here's Whitmore. Covered by Mitchell. Pass to Eason. Driving to the basket. Can't hit from in close.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And the dunk by Dick.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Eason's shot is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Shoots it up. And Mitchell gets it to go.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Rockets leading by 15. With the drive, and Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Here's Mitchell. The Rockets pull it in. Outside, Green. There's 1:59 left in the third quarter. Here's Eason. To the paint. Here's Whitmore. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Here's a look at some stats. Good season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. and he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
The drive by Mitchell, and he lays it straight in. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Eason, a screen on Mitchell. Pass to Eason. The three-pointer off the mark.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable. Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Now Eason. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Eason's got his second bucket of the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Rockets leading by 16. And a wide open look for Whitmore. Off target with his three. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Birtle sets the pick for Mitchell. And it's off from three-point range. Rockets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Over in the corner, Green. Back to Whitmore. And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
7 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Mitchell. And
give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And so it's the Houston Rockets sitting with a comfortable lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Brown is in the shooting guard spot with Barrett at small forward. Scotty Barnes is out there with Kelly Olynyk. And it's quickly in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Yep, that one goes in there. And the Rockets lead by 13.
Attacking relentlessly. Always fun to see a young player like Smith just go off.
Here's quickly. The kick out to Barnes. Five on the clock. Pass to Olynyk from deep. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Thompson outside. Back to Smith. To the inside. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Barnes. Makes it off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Thompson outside. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Now, here's Quickly. Barnes screen on Green. Quickly with a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Quickly's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
And here Here is Green. Down low. Here's Şengün. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. And the call will be against Emmanuel quickly. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Really left alone that time. And the Rockets lead by 15.
Work in progress for the big man. When Şengün is hitting from the outside, his offense becomes dangerous.
And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That is his 1st foul of the game. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
That's his 4th personal foul. 1st team foul.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Houston leading by 12. Pass to Şengün. Out to Thompson. Smith sets the pick for Thompson. Smith trying to break loose. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 4 this quarter.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Here's quickly. Green with the block.
A wiry guard, Green's length can sneak up on you. Might have just surprised the shooter.
Thompson. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 4 assists now tonight. Good chance here for Barnes. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 14 points for Barnes.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. 3-pointer. Rebound by Olynyk. And so quickly will bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 14. And here's Brown outside. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Houston.
And the big difference here was accuracy from 3-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, they really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Smith.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
And the basket by Olynyk. The shot and game clock separated by 4. On the wing, Green. Garrett covering. Şengün with a screen on Barnes. Clock at 6. Rebound by Olynyk. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot of
Sports for this one. Here's the starting group for the San Antonio Spurs. Barnes and Sohan, your small and power forwards. Chris Paul out there with Devin Vassell, and it's Wembanyama in at the center position. And for the Raptors, Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Mitchell out there with Emmanuel Quickly, and it's Olynyk in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Paul with the bucket. And this early in the season, there are still so many unknowns, Grant.
You're right. You learn a little about each team in the preseason. But once the games count, things really start coming into focus.
And that one's good. Quickly.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Paul. Outside Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Back to Wembanyama. Beyond the arc. Drops in the 3.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Barnes with a screen on Vassell. Here's Quickly. And he throws it down with one hand.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Barnes. After the basket by Toronto. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama screen. It's stolen by Barnes. For 3, Barrett. Rebound by San Antonio. This game against Toronto is the first time they've met this year.
They split the 2 games they played last year. Both teams really struggled to find wins throughout the season.
And that seems about right. Last season was one that both teams would like to forget. They get beat up a lot and couldn't even beat up on each other.
Clock at 4, and it's Vassell penetrating. The shot comes out.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Quickly passes to Barnes. Mitchell up top. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Here's Barnes. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Well, Grant, the Raptors are in the middle of a rebuild and are looking to establish an identity here.
Yeah, they've got some solid young pieces, specifically Scotty Barnes. They just need more experience and some time in order to learn what it takes to win at this level. Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Let's send it out to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. Allie?
He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And the foul called on Emmanuel Quickly. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Mitchell against Paul. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside Paul. 6 to shoot. To the middle. The shot by Sohan, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's Barnes. Olynyk with the ball. Outside Barrett. Quickly outside. And again, Toronto with a triple.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Paul against Mitchell. Outside Paul. Pass to Barnes. Picked up by Sohan. Barnes, and that's good.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's Barnes. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Quickly outside. Kicks it out to Barnes. Screen by Olynyk. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Back to Quickly. Barnes with a screen on Vassell. And the 3 from Quickly, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Vassell against Quickly. Wembanyama screen. To the wing on the left. Outside Paul. There's the triple. He's off on that one. A big-time effort for Emmanuel Quickly, providing a lot of energy for Toronto. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Barrett is the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel Quickly is out there with Mitchell. And it's Olynyk in at the center position. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickly's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Greg.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward. Well, Sohan has been well coached on attacking the glass, and doing that gets him the follow-up bucket.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Paul looking it over. To the wing, right side. From deep, Wembanyama. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Wembanyama's got 8.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Kicks it out to Barnes. High arcing shot. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Quickly with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. A 3 from Barnes. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 9.
Don't see that a ton from Barnes. I mean, he's showing he can really get rid of it.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Emmanuel Quickly is the lead guard for the Raptors, and he said, I'm still learning when to be ultra aggressive and when to get my teammates involved. The balance of it all while playing defense at a high level. It's a lot, but I'm having fun learning all of it because this is what I wanted, to be challenged. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Now here's Barnes. 9 points in the game. There's the 3. That one no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Vassell passes to Sohan. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
You know, even though Wembanyama's first year was a tough one for the Spurs, there's a good outlook going forward, Graham.
And that's how it should be when you've got a generational talent like Wemby. The Spurs don't need to rush things at all.
Here comes Toronto on the push. Here's Quickly. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, Greg, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Now here's Paul. Wembanyama, screen on Mitchell. Outside Wembanyama. Barnes against Barrett. Barnes passes to Wembanyama.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Spurs need to get one up here. And Barnes with the basket. The assist by Wembanyama. Barnes has gotten his second bucket on the night. Barrett against Barnes. Barrett into the lane. Takes a three. And the Raptors miss again. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Here's Wembanyama. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
That's his first.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
Now here's Paul. We've got 1:13 left to play in the second quarter. Wembanyama, screen on quickly. Vassell outside. And the shot clock expired. 24-second violation. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the San Antonio Spurs. On Friday, they'll go up against the Trailblazers in Portland. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And that game against Portland, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see lineups get sorted out.
Quickly up top. He's guarded by Vassell. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Three-pointer off the mark. Raptors trail by 4. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, my! That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
Raptors foul.
San Antonio shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
Second team foul.
The first one falls.
It's impressive what an enduring talent Chris Paul has been. A lot has changed around the league, but CP3 is still doing his thing and leading his guys to success. For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's quickly. Kicks it out to Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Barnes has got 9 points in the quarter.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Olynyk touched it last.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track.
Oh, Wembanyama crashing down.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
When I look at San Antonio, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah. And in our game with the Raptors, a close, entertaining first half.
We need a department store intercom. Attention.
Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Emmanuel quickly with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. We've got Zach Collins and it's Champagnie at the 3. Pass to Boucher. Outside Dick. Now here's Brown.
Collins with the rebound. Spurs lead by 4. You know, from the 2020 bubble to late 2021, Zach Collins didn't play a single game. He missed over a year, Richard.
Yeah, underwent ankle surgery, missing a ton of games. Despite that, Zach's come back stronger, really improving all aspects of his game.
And here's Brown for 3. Again, Brown missing.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Good vision by Castle there to find the open man.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Outside, Brown. To the inside, Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
It seems like Jakob is always ready to attack the rim. He found a nice opening that time.
Here's Wesley. He's scoreless. He shoots a 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Now Brown. The floater, and he comes up with a bucket. And it's now only a 5-point Spurs lead. The Spurs have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Castle, guarded by Dick. For 3, Collins on target from range. Collins has got his first 3 points of the game.
You can tell Castle values the chance to set another guy up. He's not trying to do it all by himself out there.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Here's Castle. 6 on the shot clock. Stripped away. Outside Dick. And a nice finish on the layup. Dick's gotten his first points in this one.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah. Winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
Brown passes to Pirtle. Back to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Abaji. Back to Brown. 4-3. Out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball.
Spurs ball.
And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. In the third spot, the Spurs.
Now, we all know they didn't allow any easy buckets last season. I mean, their defense was tremendous, and the rim protection was just outstanding.
Here's Castle. 2 points. That one goes. Castle's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
That's to Dick. From deep 3-point range. The rebound by the Spurs. They're off to battle the Trailblazers after this one, as they'll be playing at Moda Center. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Collins with it, covered by Pirtle. Collins a screen. Here's Castle. He's got 5. Fires from deep. Rebound Toronto. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here they go. Here's Abaji. And again, Toronto, no good. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Wesley. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's San Antonio finishing the quarter with a... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Leading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. They've got Bruce Brown, Jakob Poeltl out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Dick, and it's Abaji in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Picked up by Sohan. Barnes finds Vassell. Wembanyama, screen on quickly. From the wing, it's rebounded by Barrett.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Olynyk passes to Barnes. The kick to Olynyk. Quickly outside, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Paul against Mitchell. Outside for Wembanyama. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. And the Spurs lead by 11.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Barrett with it. He's against Sohan. Kicks it out to Barnes. Three-pointer. Rebound by San Antonio.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys. Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Outside Olynyk from outside the arc. Barrett finds Olynyk. Quickly up top. Second chance shot. And the shot goes in.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. That'll send Emmanuel quickly to the free throw line. It's on Devin Vassell. San Antonio leading by 9. Vassell outside. Wembanyama, screen on quickly. Vassell with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul.
Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Barnes. Back to quickly. The 3 is up. Rebound by San Antonio. They've led by as many as 14. Wembanyama, screen on Mitchell. Paul passes to Wembanyama. Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. Barnes with a screen on Vassell. Kicks it out to Barnes. Back to quickly. Outside Barnes. Fires the 3. He can't get that one to fall. San Antonio leading by 11. Outside Barnes. And stolen by Barrett. Here comes Toronto on the push. Quickly finds Barnes. Barnes with a screen on Barnes. The 3 from quickly. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
Paul against Mitchell. Wembanyama, screen on Mitchell. Paul passes to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama reaches up and throws it down.
everyone loves seeing Wemby put up serious points. His team, his coaches, definitely the fans. That's what they pay for.
And that's good. There's 1:17 left to play in the fourth. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. 8-point game. Pass to Wembanyama. 5 on the clock. Down low. Here's Sohan. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Spurs.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And BA, can you say big time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Victor Wembanyama.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
Offensive rebound. Here's Paul. Ooh, tough possession there. They stayed with it. Just couldn't make the shot. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Allie, thank you as always.
Thank you.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce.
Starters for the visitor.
And you've got it. So with Paul on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. You'll see Barnes and Sohan playing forward. Devin Vassell out there with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position. And for the Rockets, the forwards for him will be Brooks and Smith. Thompson is out there with Green, and it's Şengün in at the 5 spot. Coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against New Orleans. Pass to Castle. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Green. Nobody back. Count it. Good. Green's got the game going with his first points of the game for Houston.
Terrific job by Green, utilizing that world-class speed to get out ahead of everybody else.
Wembanyama, a screen on Green. Count it.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Brooks setting the pick for Thompson. Sweet move. He lays it in.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Vassell with it. Now defended by Şengün. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not this.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Up top, Vassell, guarded by Green. Vassell against Green. Wembanyama outside. Shot clock at 6. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. From outside, off the mark. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. It's a 5-point game. Smith in the post, covered by Barnes. Here's Thompson. From down in the low post, it goes. Thompson's got 9 points.
This coaching staff encourages Thompson to look for a shot, especially when he's in close.
Here's Vassell. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA. Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Vassell. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And this coaching staff would love to see more of that. Vassell taking it to the rim.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And he's not the biggest guy, but Vassell can get up there when he needs to.
Thompson right side. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now, here's Vassell. He's got 9.
And the added strength coming into play for Vassell. Nice job scoring through the contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And he gets it to go. Green's got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. It's good. This game is all even. Wembanyama has got his second bucket of the game to go. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So with Paul on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Devin Vassell out there with Castle. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Here's Barnes, and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Here's Smith, and Smith with the stuff.
How about the force on that finish by Smith?
San Antonio trailing here. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Vassell, over in the corner, Barnes. Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Wembanyama is a specimen, going at the rim there with a purpose.
Smith in the posts. Sohan's there. Smith kicks to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Here's Castle. He has yet to score. Wembanyama, a screen on Green. It's rebounded by Houston. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. And they ended up winning and going away.
Here's Vassell. The Rockets making the shot. Owen with the screen. Vassell, no good. Houston leading by 4. And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
And the Spurs with possession following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks.
Well, it's Green's effort that makes him effective as a defender in addition to his athleticism, but usually he just simply outworks folks.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Well, Clark, we hear a lot about the antics with Brooks, but he deserves more attention for his play.
I agree, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. He's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and some of what his antics are flowing out of is his competitive spirit. I still think he needs to tamp down the antics because that does take away from what he does, which is lock guys up and play with great competitive spirit all the time.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Friday, they'll go up against the Trailblazers in Portland. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And you know for that matchup with Atlanta, that'll be their 4th outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
And it's Sohan missing.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Vassell outside. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Inside. Pass to Castle. To end the cold streak. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
They say the vertical is where Castle lacks a bit. Show me where it lacked there.
Green taking his time here. Smith outside. And the dunk by Smith.
Raw power from Smith Jr. on that slam.
Spurs trail by 6. Here's Castle. Last outing we saw him pour in 22. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Here's Green. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Barnes grabs the miss.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got his first points in this one.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Here's Vassell. 12 points for him. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. It'll count. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets lead by 4. And now we'll send it over. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break with third quarter basketball.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead. Thanks for joining us.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Amen Thompson has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Green is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Paul's footwork is what makes him so dangerous and close.
Whitmore with it. Picked away. In transition, here comes San Antonio.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Whitmore. Rebounded by the Spurs. Ball outside. Driving in. And the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Randale with the bucket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Collins, a screen on Holiday. Outside Collins. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. And they're unable to get the time basket there.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
In transition, here comes San Antonio. Champagnie passes to Paul. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. 6 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Mark, we've got some incredible talents in this league, and you know how skilled big men are today. Wow, it is something to watch.
It really is, Kevin. I mean, you almost feel like every 7-footer in the league is a capable perimeter shooter that can consistently make threes. Man, the game is certainly changed, and I actually enjoy it. I mean, the evolution of big guys being able to stroke it that consistently is pretty fun to watch.
And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
It's Wesley on the wing. Whitmore defending. Ball against Holiday. Clock at 6.
2 minutes.
To Champagnie.
2 minutes.
Launches it. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Houston leading by 5. Now, Whitmore. No scoring in this one. 1:41 left in the third. Eason down low. Good work there as it goes. Now it's a 7-point Rocket lead.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Paul with the bucket.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Holiday against Paul. Pass to Landale. Now here's Green. Here's Eason. He has 5. Here's Whitmore. Lays it up off the glass. Whitmore's got the lead up to 7 now for Houston.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Collins, a screen on Holiday. Kicks it out to Collins. And the three ball is good. Collins has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And, you know, Paul is a dime dropper, a dynamite playmaker who continues to wow us with his passing ability.
Pass to Eason. And there's the drive. And the dunk by Eason.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Eason with a screen for Whitmore. Outside, Green. And it is good! The buzzer!
Wow! One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 6-point lead. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his...
Cut, play. We just...
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Paul on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. You'll see Barnes and Sohan playing forward. Castle is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Wembanyama. Oh, that's the highlight of the night. Wembanyama.
Man, we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
For 3, Smith. Rebounded by the Spurs. To the middle. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
For the Spurs, Wembanyama. One shot. The play is currently under video review.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Here's Vassell. And the 3 off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 6.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Vassell against Thompson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
And they're controlling the board, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Will it go? Here's Castle. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
think burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And that one is good. Thompson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Rockets.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
It's Vassell on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Vassell, the pass to Sohan. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here's Thompson. 2 minutes. Got a piece of it. Here's Castle. Inside. Wembanyama. Barnes finds Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And he comes up with the deuce. 8 points for Jalen Green.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And how about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Driving the lane, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Here's Vassell. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
No, not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
The drive by Green, and it's Green shutting it down.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Rockets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Amen Thompson.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Back to Green. Puts up a deep three. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Smith sets the pick for Green. Madison and Smith with the assist that time. And the Rockets lead by 10.
Showing off his inside game, which will complement Green's game on the outside. It'll force defenders to have to guard him in different places on the floor.
So we see Houston taking the W here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends.
We have the NBA. So the Raptors starting 5. Barrett is the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Davion Mitchell is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Olynyk in at the center position. And for Houston, at small forward and power forward, it's Brooks and Smith. Green out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Here's Green. Toronto making their last shot. Up top, Brooks. Smith outside. Just 5 on the clock. And it's off from three-point range.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Outside, Green. Going inside, and it's hammered home by Green.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
And a homecoming of sorts for R.J. Barrett last season after being traded to his hometown Raptors.
Yeah, he's played well in Toronto. You wonder if the offseason helps him settle into where it is that he knows he's going to start this year. I really like his three-point shooting. That has been much improved in that Raptor uniform.
Pass to Şengün. And that comes off the assist by Green.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Barrett. Drives to the hoop. Thompson pulls it in.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
And it's Green missing.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
It's stolen by Olynyk. Barrett with it. Now Thompson defending. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Yes, Scotty Barnes doesn't look fast, but don't question his speed with those long strides in transition.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Olynyk passes to Barnes. And it's good for 2. Barnes has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Inside, Barnes knows he has to fully commit. You don't finish against contact by going in there with half the effort.
Pass to Green. Smith with a screen on Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Back to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow, Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Barnes with a screen on Thompson. Kicks it out to Barnes. The Rockets pull it in, and we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
The Rockets have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Thompson, a screen on Mitchell. Green, the pass to Thompson. Knocked loose. Smith outside. Green up top. Şengün against Mitchell. And there's Şengün on the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, he knew he had to put that shot up quick. And a great job by Şengün to save the possession.
Barnes with a screen on Green. Quickly passes to Barnes. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Barrett. Pass to Quickly. Goes back up. It's tipped.
Well, you could see how Şengün read that play and was where he needed to be to get the block.
Brooks from outside. Barnes with the rebound. Raptors trail by 3. And here comes the break. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And how about RJ getting a little bit fancy with that one as he flushes it home.
Pass to Green. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And that's good as he hits both shots.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Green against Quickly. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Kicks it to Quickly for 3. The shot, no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Rockets on top. They're up by 3. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Houston?
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. A lot of rubble in there, but we're continuing to go right at the defense.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Davion Mitchell is out there with Emmanuel Quickly, and it's Olynyk in at center. Barnes, no good.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
He's made all of his free throws to this point. 3 of 3. Free throw good. Green. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Houston shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Free throw good. Green. After years of competing for championships and winning one, Toronto is suddenly in a rebuild phase, Brett.
Yeah, they had a familiar roster for many years, and then the last couple of years a little bit underperforming, trying to find some guys to stabilize where their franchise is going. It's a bit of a reset in Toronto.
The offensive rebound. Here's Pirtle. He got a piece of it. Here's Thompson, and he drives in. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh,
Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Smith passes to Green. Tipped away. He's got a clear path. And from the sideline, let's catch it.
Oh, that was incredible! Oh, my goodness!
Yeah.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Green going right at the rim.
Good contest there by Barnes. Terrific at making his presence felt on the defensive end.
On the wing quickly. Brooks defending. Pirtle with a screen on Brooks. Quickly deciding where to go with it. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, no good. Houston leading by 7. Three-pointer, Brooks. Knocks down the long J. Brooks has got 5 points in the quarter.
And you gotta at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barrett. All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding team. The fourth spot held by the Rockets.
Their effort on the boards was a point of pride for them. They play a physical style, and it served them well.
Olenix checked in for Pirtle. Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year, Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11" post guy. He is so skilled.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
2 minutes.
Olenix for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Brooks, the pass to Şengün. Out to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Raptors trail by 14. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Looking to win the run. Thompson with the block. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
They're so smart to go to a shooter to finish the fast break. And coach has to like seeing Smith hustle to complete the play.
3 from Barnes. That one is off. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Fast break, here come the Rockets. And a foul call. Looks like he had a clear path to the basket. They'll get one free throw and they'll keep possession here. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. First one falls for him.
You gotta like how energetic Jabari Smith is. A young guy who is fired up and ready to prove to the entire league just how good he can be. 0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Green with the ball. Guarded by Olenix. That one's good for 2. Green's got 15 points.
And I like how they focused on getting high percentage shots, especially after the 3 balls weren't falling early on.
Quickly drives in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
In an instant, quickly saw the opening, didn't hesitate.
Brooks a screen on Mitchell. Green the pass to Brooks. The 3 is up. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
A nice shot by Mitchell.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the 3 ball.
Knocked away. Stolen by Mitchell. He's all alone. And Mitchell with the slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line. Free throw good. Green. Got it up. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Rockets on top, leading by 17. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Good to be with you for halftime. Let's check in on the NBA action coming up later. It'll be the Hawks against the Knicks in New York. Start time 7 o'clock Eastern.
Two of the best teams in the league face.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Raptors.
Well, the energy they're put.
Glad you could join us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
They've got Whitmore. Tari Eason is out there with Jock Landale. Then there's Jeff Green, and it's Holiday in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Houston leading by 17. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that. Hustle plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
Eason, a screen on Brown. Right wing. Eason inside, covered by Boucher.
Bertle, a very skilled defender using that size and length to send that one back.
Here's Brown. Buries it down low. Brown's got his first basket.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Eason against Boucher. Pass to Whitmore. Here's the 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Whitmore's got 5 now.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Brown scanning the floor. Boucher a screen on Holiday. 5 to shoot. And Boucher the bucket on the assist from Brown.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
The Rockets lead by 14. Here's Whitmore, and he dunks it down.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Pirtle with a screen on Holiday. And here's Brown for 3. Knocks down the triple. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Eason, pass to Green. Back to Eason. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Raptors ball.
Raptors trail by 13.
Houston foul. Aaron Holiday. First personal foul. First team foul.
Brown against Holiday. Pirtle with a screen on Holiday. Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, you can settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Boucher passes to Dick. Over Whitmore. Dick with a miss.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Here's Eason. It's Eason with the jam.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And here's Brown for three. On target from range. Brown's got 10 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
There's a screen. Outside Whitmore. Clock at 6. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First team foul.
Brady Dick picks one up. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
Pirtle with a screen on Holiday. To the inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Pirtle's so reliable and solid in these pick and rolls. He knows exactly where to be.
Outside Whitmore. Here he goes. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
They double team Brown. And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there.
Second team foul. Substitution on the board.
32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Olynyk with a screen on Green. Good on the bucket. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, I really like their game plan offensively coming out of the half. They've been efficient and effective, but they're still chasing the lead.
Here's Thompson. No good. Some solid defense from Barrett. Thompson with a steal. Here's Smith. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Smith's got 8.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for Toronto right now, Barrett is the 3 and Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Davion Mitchell, and it's Olynyk in at the 5. Green against Mitchell, and it's Green on the drive. No stopping him there! Jams it in, and he's fouled! An opportunity at a 3-point play. It's going to go on Kelly Olynyk. Free throw good. Green. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or 2. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
The foul called on Emmanuel quickly. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside, Green. Brooks outside. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Here's Thompson on the take. And he banks in the layup. And the Rockets lead by 16.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
The kick to Olynyk. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 to fall.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining 3s right now.
And it's Green with the ball for the Rockets. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Smith quickly with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Barnes passes to Olynyk. Mitchell with the ball. Inside. And it's Olynyk with a jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's Brooks. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
A throwback wing. Dillon Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Green against Quickly. Kicks it out to Barnes. Back to Quickly. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And he slams it in one-handed.
Yeah, just showcasing his athleticism. When Brooks gets open space around the rim, he looks to throw it down with authority.
The three from Quickly. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Quickly outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Three-pointer off the mark.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And it's hammered home by Green.
Using the pick there, Green saw the opening and let it fly.
Outside Mitchell. Barnes with a screen on Thompson. Mitchell misses. The Rockets lead by 15. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Mitchell. Brooks from outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Rockets.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just two tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jalen Green.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Looking at the Raptors spread, things have not gone too smoothly since their 2019 championship.
Well, I felt like that championship roster was built just for that year, though, B.A. There wasn't a lot of progression that was going to come from that. They went in, they got Kawhi, they won the championship, and now it's all about rebuilding their franchise in the style that they want to do it. They have one guy that they believe in Scotty Barnes, R.J. Barrett on the trade, and slowly and surely they're going to start to put these pieces around to become a contender again.
The free throw dropped for Brooks.
You have to respect Brooks' approach to the game. He's always looking for little ways to improve and wants every year to be his best.
And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Mitchell against Thompson. Now here's Mitchell. He's guarded closely. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket is good.
Mitchell.
17 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Mitchell against Green. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead,
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday. Here are the five for the Raptors. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Mitchell. And it's Olynyk in at the five, roaming the paint. And for San Antonio, Sohan is the four with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the five. Raptors. Outside, the wings are Vassell and Barnes. And it's Paul in at the point. Here on opening day, and what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that offseason work.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Quickly. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now, here's Vassell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wembanyama, a screen on Quickly. Puts up a 3. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Quickly against Barnes. Now, here's Quickly. Guarded closely.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now, here's Paul. Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And how about CP finding space around the rim.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Greg Popovich.
Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Okay, David, thanks. And here is Vassell, following the three-pointer by Scotty Barnes. Zohan, the pass to Wembanyama, and stolen by Barnes. Fast break, here we go. Taken away. And now Wembanyama pushing it up with no one back to stop him. Vassell outside. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Barnes. Paul outside. Over Mitchell. A new 14-second shot clock for San Antonio. Wembanyama with the bucket.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
With the floater, and the layup is up and in.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Spurs have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So, here is a guy who's appeared. What makes him so special, Sting?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
Here's Zohan after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Quickly. And the shot goes in. Quickly's got 6.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
On the wing, Barnes sinks the triple.
Good decision there by Vassell in the two-man game.
41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Quickly against Vassell. He takes it in. He's back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Vassell against Quickly, and the basket by Vassell.
A strong play by Vassell inside. Getting him a look this close is almost a sure bucket.
And it's Quickly missing. Quickly against Vassell. And Wembanyama outside. A 3 from Barnes. That shot, no good. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's the Spurs leading by just 1. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Spurs?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Mitchell is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Olynyk in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Wembanyama. A three-pointer off the mark. Raptors with the lead. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact
is amazing.
And that one's good. Barnes has got his second bucket tonight.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Here's quickly. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down one, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And now a look at Kelly Olynyk. Some numbers on him. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 9 points a game last year. 4 assists and 5 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
And with the screen, Vassell against Quickly, and stolen by Barnes. Now Barrett, last game with 30 points. The kick out to Barnes. He's looking for Olynyk and finds him. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, he can really bully you in there. Olynyk is a tough assignment close to the basket.
Wembanyama, a screen on Quickly. Knocked away. San Antonio again turning it over. These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. The Spurs second.
Well, they put a big emphasis on quality passes last year. We saw consistent high-level ball movement from them.
And that one is hammered home.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Vassell against Quickly. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got 5.
Yeah, nice shot by Vassell. Really good three-point shooter.
Barnes sets a screen for Quickly. Fires the 3. Barnes can't get it to go.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look. And a big man who moves like a guard, Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
Back to Olynyk, and the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
And let's take a look now at Victor Wembanyama's numbers. Great showing for him last season. And he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
Clearly one of the best at what he does. Some of his highlight rejections were out of sight. And that one's good. Barnes has got his second bucket of the night.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
It's Vassell with the drive. Wembanyama down low. Barnes on him. Wembanyama, a screen on Quickly. Vassell finds Wembanyama. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
And this kid has all the confidence in the world. Wembanyama stayed under control just in time to beat the clock.
Here's Quickly. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. There's 21 seconds left now here in the second. Ball outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Davion Mitchell.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Quickly. Just 3 on the clock. What a performance for Emmanuel Quickly. He has been the story for Toronto. He notched 8 points in the quarter. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The Knicks playing in New York City as they go up against the Hawks. Tip-off will be 7 o'clock Eastern. And guys, how about the Raptors? Involved in a very competitive matchup right now.
Their offense is running like a machine there.
And that's a halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice performance by Emmanuel Quickly.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Well, they've got to build a wall immediately because he'll just keep attacking like that if they don't.
They've got Collins, and it's Mamu Kalashvili in at the power forward position. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way. And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And yes, it's good.
You like how Castle plays at his pace and celebrating when he wants to.
Brown against Wesley. Brown feeling it out a bit. Cranes the three-pointer. Brown's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Kicks it out to Collins. Collins, a screen on Brown. Driving the lane.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Wesley against Brown. Boucher sets a screen for Brown. And he uses the glass on the lane. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
Here's Castle. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, you're going to struggle when you're forcing up shots like that.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Spurs trail by 9, and Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Hamu Kalashvili. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. .129 left to play in the third.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Brown against Wesley. Brown outside. Hurdle's shot is off. Spurs trail by 9. Here's Castle. Kicks it out to Collins. There's a screen by Collins. Yes, to Castle. Clock at 6. There's a good screen. Here's Mamu Kalashvili. Dick defending. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Toronto ball.
Raptors leading by 9. Now here's Brown. He has 7. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. The kick out to Brown. Toronto needs to get off a shot. And the dunk by Boucher.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. With the teardrop. Here's Pirtle. Tries again. Good work there as it goes. Pirtle's got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love the dedication. This is how you have to play. Don't let up just because you're out front.
And so it's Toronto. Their lead at 11 points to... And now a sneak peek into the huddle.
I don't think we played very smart.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Mitchell, and it's Olynyk in at center.
And he's become a solid two-way threat. I love watching Barnes grab the steal there and finishing on the other end.
Wembanyama looking it over. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that streak.
The defense could not keep up with Barnes on that drive. He just took it right to him.
Wembanyama, a screen on quickly. Vassell, no good. Toronto leading by 13. And that one's good quickly.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And look at Paul's focus. He is completely locked in on his shot.
Olynyk, a screen on Barnes. Here's Barrett. Banked in off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Sohan with the screen. The 3 from Barnes. Offensive rebound, Spurs. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
Toronto ball.
Raptors leading by 11 and stolen by Barnes. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Fires for three. Good on the three-point shot.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Barnes against Paul. Here's Wembanyama. Good for his ninth make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Mitchell wide open. Buries it from three-point range. And the Raptors lead by 9.
Remember, he played the point guard position for most of high school, so Olynyk has retained that vision.
And stolen by Barnes. Latray. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Barry. Mitchell's got 6 here in this quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Just 2 to shoot. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slowing it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Quickly, and he lays it straight in. Quickly's got 20 points.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Well, I'm not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Raptors.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down low, here's Olynyk. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Barnes outside. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like
Opening lineup. At small forward and power forward, it's Brooks and Smith. Jalen Green is out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Spurs, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game. Showing how athletic he is, when Castle sees room for takeoff, he jumps all over it.
Smith outside. To the wing, right side. Şengün finds Smith. Outside for Green. And a nice finish on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Vassell. There's the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He wasn't going to settle on that play. Vassell with the assertive take to the bucket.
Jalen Green again.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
It's Vassell with the drive. Outside Wembanyama. Wembanyama, screen on Green. Here's Castle. Rebounded by Green.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
And Richard, the former second overall pick in 2021. We all see the potential for Jalen Green.
When you see the physical ability combined with his shooting range, he's got a chance to be one of the top scorers in this league.
San Antonio with the ball. After the basket by Houston. Thompson against Vassell. It's hauled in by Houston. And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Greg Popovich.
We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
They set the pick. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Now here's Vassell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
That's a strong move by Vassell. He plays with more power than I think you actually realize.
Brooks, the pass to Thompson. Off with the layup.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
San Antonio trailing here. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future. And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
A one-handed tomahawk, that's a guaranteed highlight, B.A.
Check out the bench. They flew out of their seats after that.
And that's where Castle is most effective, when he's getting downhill and attacking.
Thompson outside. Back to Smith. Fires the 3. San Antonio with a rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Sohan. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Count it.
But using his size well and putting some muscle behind his blade. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
And there's Thompson on the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
Now here's Vassell. Driving to the basket. Yep, that one's good. Vassell's got 6 points.
He's 3 or 4 now, looking real confident out the gate.
Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Let me tell you this, if you got a vertical leap of 40 inches like Green, you're just going to be able to glide to the rim like that.
Outside Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Out to Thompson. Back to Green. He got it up.
How you finish a quarter.
Wow.
You play to the buzzer. You never know what's going to happen.
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he...
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The Rockets on top. They're up by 2. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
Barnes and Sohan. Your small and power forwards. Devin Vassell out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers: Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
For 3, Smith. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio leading by 3. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Good things happen when HB drives that lane. He's either a bully to the basket or he gets to the line.
Green with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes. It's stolen by Barnes. Fast break. Here we go. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell is progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. For San Antonio, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Wembanyama, screen on Green. Outside for Wembanyama.
Good defensive recognition. Şengün understands how to distract shooters.
Here's Thompson. And miss after miss right now. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Back to Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Vassell outside. And once again off the mark by San Antonio. Rockets trail by 5. And the 11th pick in 2020. Devin Vassell was drafted for his defense. But Richard, his shot creation has come a long way.
Yeah, he's very comfortable handling and operating in the mid-range. One of his best ranges. He's moved past that 3 and D tag, and he's showing he can do so much more.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Look, if there's one thing that we've learned about Vassell since he came into the league, is that he is a tough competitor. He will battle each and every night.
Woo! VA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. And it's Vassell penetrating. He gets it in there. Vassell's got 10 points in the game.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Outside for Green. Rebound by San Antonio.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Castle for 3. Drills it from deep. And now an 8-point San Antonio lead.
You're upgrading the three-point shot. It's big for Castle as he continues to develop.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. In third, the Spurs.
That tells you the kind of strong defense they played last season. It wasn't easy to bring the ball inside against them at all.
Green finds Şengün. Here's Thompson. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 6.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Vassell outside. Off target with the 3. Rockets trail by 6. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Wembanyama, screen on Thompson. Vassell passes to Wembanyama. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
36 seconds left in the second.
Blocking foul.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that in Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman. Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Thompson with a screen. Dump flush. Jalen Green.
Coach has to be pleased with what Green is doing out there, playing with a ton of energy on the offensive end.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Vassell. Outside for Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Back to Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. And Castle with the basket on the assist from Wembanyama. Castle's got 9 points in the quarter. Here's Brooks. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so that's the end of the first half. San Antonio on. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about?
And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Rockets.
You can see they're all.
Appreciate you joining.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. We've got Green. Jock Landale is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Aaron Holiday, and it's Whitmore in at the 2.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Williams is checked in for Holiday. The drive by Paul. Yep, that one goes. And the Spurs lead by 8.
So cunning on the drive. It's like Paul knows how he's going to beat you even before he moves.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing out.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
And that was good. Whitmore. And the league has cut down on back-to-backs, but some pushback for a surprising reason. Richard, teams need multiple days off in order to practice.
Yeah, that's right. With only 1 day off between games, teams don't usually practice on those off days. It's not as simple as it looks. Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Whitmore outside Eason. Driving in. And that one's good. Eason's got his first bucket of the night.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Here's Paul. And he makes it on the layup.
In the paint, Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
KBA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that.
And this selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
First team foul.
Spurs lead by 9. Left side, Paul. Oh, sweet move. Oh, Williams with the block.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half. An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
And here's Green from the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And the foul on Cam Whitmore. That's his first foul of the game. Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Rockets.
Team foul. Substitution for the Rockets. Number 5.
Here's Wesley. Whitmore defending. Wesley, the pass to Collins.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Wesley. Good work defensively by Whitmore. Left side, Eason. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. It's Eason with the jam.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. They get it back. Kicks it out to Collins. Collins a screen. Here's Wesley. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul. San Antonio leading by 10. Collins with a screen on VanVleet. Ball drives in, and the shot goes down. Paul's got 9 points now in the second half.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
It's good.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Houston.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. Down low. Ooh, they pick off the pass. The three from Barnes. That shot off. Rockets trail by 12. Outside, Green. Back to Brooks. Green, the pass to Brooks. Over Castle. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Green. Brooks has got his second basket.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Şengün with a steal. Here's Smith. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Smith's got 6.
That'll definitely steal away some momentum, stripping them of the ball and then grabbing the bucket.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? San Antonio on top. Up. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Sohan and Wemby. Big. Castle is out there with Devin Vassell, and it's Barnes in at the 3. That's the San Antonio 5. Smith no good. Spurs lead by 10. Sohan outside. Outside for Wembanyama. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Thompson against Vassell. Brooks outside. Pass to Green. Got a hand on it. Wembanyama with it. Guarded by Smith. Wembanyama. Pass to Vassell. No good from outside.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Brooks finds Thompson. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. And here's Green from the arc. And Green buries it from long range.
Yeah, give Jalen Green credit. He's put a lot of time into his shot, expanding that range.
Vassell against Thompson. And there's the call on Ben Thompson. That's his third foul so far.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, a great flush from Wemby.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Floats one up. Rebound by San Antonio. Pass to Castle. On the wing, Vassell. Defended by Thompson. Wembanyama, screen on Thompson. Vassell against Thompson. Shot clock at 5. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Outside for Wembanyama. Here's Sohan. Shots blocked.
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block.
And the ball out of play. The Rockets will have it.
It just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And it's Green with the ball for the Rockets. 11-point game. Smith with a screen on Barnes. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Sohan. Barnes against Brooks. Smith outside. 4 on the clock. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
Vassell against Thompson. Vassell outside. Wembanyama, screen on Thompson. Vassell's shot is good. And the Spurs lead by 11.
These coaches have to be telling their team to keep feeding Vassell. Devin has been fantastic tonight. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
San Antonio has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Wembanyama's got space. It's hauled in by Houston.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Here's Green over Castle. And it's Green missing. San Antonio leading by 9. Pass to Wembanyama. Sohan outside. Here's Castle, defended by Thompson.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Spurs.
Well, I have to comment on their strong performance tonight at the charity stripe.
And it might have won them the game. The ability to draw fouls and capitalize can be a real difference maker.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Stephon Castle.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a major role mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best.
A nice shot by Smith.
Assistant.
And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock. Don't turn it over.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Drains the triple.
Hey, guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Jalen Green.
From deep, Wembanyama. No good. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.